Hey guys, welcome back to the space facility. This episode we're going to make some bronze tools, if we can, and I'll show you how you progress through the different tiers of tools until you can get to the nether and get the final tool tier, which is monolith. Also, we're going to look into acquiring the materials we need to start making wind turbines, and with those in place we can start making our wind farm up on the crag. So let's head into the forge and get crafting some mighty weapons. Right, okay, so where are we? Let's check on the forge. And oh yeah, as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of molten copper and a sliver of blood because, well, silly me, I fell into the smeltery. But what I've been doing is I've been filtering off the copper into these blocks, as you can see here. Oh yeah, lots of copper. And then when I hit these faucets again, it will spill them out into these 3 basins. So I'll just put this in the chest over here. Now, you guys mentioned that if I put a hopper below these, what do you call them? Basins, it will automatically take the blocks of copper out of the basins. And then if I put a redstone clock here next to the faucet, that will pulse the faucet so that I can bleed all of the copper out. And that's an automatic way of getting rid of all of the copper that I have in here. Oh yeah, I just love watching the copper just drip out into these basins. Oh, it looks just so hypnotic, so mesmerizing. It looks like Sunny Delight. It looks like a whole vat of Sunny Delight. Oh, but there's a sinister coating of blood as well. Oh, it's like Sidene, tainted by the Dark One's blood. Okay, right. So I've got a whole bunch of copper blocks here. Now I know what you're thinking, right? Well, we need to use copper in some of our alloys. So how are we going to get the copper bars, the copper blocks here, into the furnace as smeltable, how are we going to smelt it in the furnace to make alloys? Well, that's simple. What you do is you right click on the controller and you can actually resmelt blocks of copper. And as you can see, this is going to go down and put it back into the smeltery. At the moment we're getting copper drained out by our faucets, but that will smelt some copper and put it back into liquid form. So I'll just bleed all of this copper out. Now we need to work out what we need for our first tool. Now bronze is the best starter tool, so let's see how we do that. Now there is no recipe in game that shows you how to make alloys, but I think mighty smelting might show you how you do that. To get mighty smelting we need, I think, materials and U. Oh, we just craft materials and U and it becomes mighty smelting. Well, okay, let's go and see if we can find our materials and U book and see what mighty smelting tells us to do. Now also, we need to gather some more sand so that we can get enough glass to start making our slime island chutes that will let us farm slimes. But we're going to need a whole lot more glass than we've got. So I'm going to have to go out excavating with an excavator tool, but I can make an excavator inside the forge, so that's no worries. Alright, here we are. We've already made mighty smelting, so let's see what it says. Alloys. Right, so let's turn to the alloys page and see what the separate alloys are. Alright, bronze is made from 3 copper and 1 tin. So how do we get tin? Have we got any tin? Let's go over and check the alloys and check the ore bins, the ore chests that we've got over here. Aluminium, tin. Oh yes, we have some tin. So it's over to the smeltery to start smelting some tin. Now, I think what we can do is... Oh, that block of copper is just about to dissolve. In it goes. Watch this. Come on, it's going to be a whole chunk. Oh yeah, there it goes. Now what we can do is we can put tin ore here, like that. Oh, whoops. Into the smeltery. And if we put the molten copper on the bottom, what this should do is create for us a big layer of tin. Now, I'm not sure if the blood acts as a barrier. What it might do is blood might separate the tin from the copper and give us a separation so that we can wait and see and decide how we're going to smelt later on. But let's just see what happens when this tin ore gets smelted, if it interacts with the copper or not. Now, we're running low on lava actually, so we need to find a way to get a better lava source. But here we go. It's about to smelt the tin. Let's see what happens. Now, will the blood act as a barrier, or will it directly alloyify with the molten copper? Let's wait and see. Bam! Okay, yeah, so here you go. We've got molten tin here, molten copper, and some bronze. All right, so we can bleed this bronze out to make some tools. But before we make tools with the bronze, we need some casts. And now to make casts, we need to smelt some gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty the smeltery of all of the ore that's in here at the moment, in case it... Well, actually, no, we can check Mighty Smelting to see if gold interacts with any of the ores inside there, any of the metals. Right, so it looks like gold will not interact with any of the metals in there. So what we can do is we can put gold ore directly inside. But do we have enough gold ore to make the casts that we need? Let's just smelt it up anyway and see what happens. Now also what we can do is add another level onto the smeltery so that we can make even more ore at one time. So what I'll do is I'll make enough... Have I got enough seared brick? I don't think I've got enough seared brick for that because... Yeah, that only makes one seared... I'll need lots more seared bricks. So I'm just going to save these for the moment. However, I think I can use seared tanks and smeltery drains as makeshift walls. But I still wouldn't have enough blocks. Right, so while that gold is smelting, what we're going to do is we're going to bring over the workbenches from our house, because this is going to be our new hub. This is going to be where we're going to craft all the smeltery stuff in there. And so that means having the tool tables over here is kind of useless. So have I got enough space to pick all these up? Yes, I do. Right, now we need a place to put all of these benches, and I reckon this wall over here is probably about the right size. So we'll start with the stencil table. That's the first part in making any tool, getting the stencil. Then we'll put a pattern chest in between that and the part builder. And now we'll need a tool station here for the crappy tools. But actually I think a tool forge can make everything that a tool station can make. So we might not need the tool station. Let's take a look. This can make pickaxes and all that stuff. But this can make... Yeah, this can make everything plus more. So we don't really need it, but we might as well keep it there for the time being because it looks kind of cool having all of these. There's just the right amount to fit in this nice little cubby hole here. So I'll put some torches up there to keep the place lit because it looks like it's nighttime outside. I'll make this a bit more neater with the torches as well. Get them off the floor. That's a terrible place for torches. Okay, so let's take a look inside the smeltery and see what the gold's done. Now as you can see, yeah, the gold has not interacted with any of the metals that we got in here. So what we can do is we can bring the gold to the bottom and use it to make the parts that we need. Now what you do is, you see here we've got the table here, the kind of smeltery table here. What we do is we put a stone part on here, we empty gold onto it, and that will create a gold plate. And we can use that gold plate to pour other materials in and make the part. So what parts do we need? First we're going to make a cool hammer. So we'll need the parts for a hammer. And that's a hammer head, a large plate, a tough rod. That's it, a hammer head, 2 plates, and a tough rod. So we go to the stencil table, we put the hammer there, and we put the cobblestone there. That gets the stone hammer head. We'll need a stone plate thing, and a tough rod stone part as well. Now what we do is we put the hammerhead in there. Oh, and there you go. It's put the hammerhead on the table. And now if I right click here, this should pour the gold onto this around the hammerhead. Now how much gold has that used? Because I might have used most of our gold. It's used 2 ingots. That's pretty good. So now we can take the hammerhead and the cast. Great stuff. And now we have a hammerhead cast. Perfect. Now we do the same with the plate. Oh, no, that's the plate pattern. That'll incinerate it. Pouring gold onto wood? What am I doing? I'll put the plate in there. Right-click on this, and the gold should pour into the plate. There we go. We've got a plate. Now, how many ingots have we got left? 6 more, so it only uses 2 for every pattern that it makes, for every cast. Now it's time to put a tough stone rod in here. Hit the faucet, and kablamo! We have all the parts we need to cast ourselves a mighty hammer. Now, who's more powerful than Thor? Well, maybe. I think we should name our second hammer, our more powerful one, Odin. So let's see. We'll start with the hammerhead. Now, what are we going to make this out of? That's right, bronze. But we'll need more bronze than we've got in here. We've only got 11 ingots. We've got lots of tin, but not enough copper. So we're going to go over to here and put some more copper in the smeltery. Oh, now where? Oh, we've got the copper bars on us. We've also got these blocks in here. So let's just grab these out like this. Now, how many blocks do you think we'll need? We might as well put it all in, actually, because our only real use for copper, apart from making parts for the turbines, is to smelt it. So I'm going to put, I think, maybe 4 of our blocks into the smeltery. And now let's see what this does. Now it takes... Oh, zombies! Get out of here. A little bit of lag. Oh, but I've got his brains. Your brains are mine. Now, one of you guys mentioned that I really should be starting to put down pressure pads inside my door so that they close automatically. Now, while I'm indoors, have I got any wood? Haven't got any wood here, but I should probably get making those. So I'll make some wooden pressure pads while the smeltery is smelting up that copper. And when I come back, I should have plenty of bronze. Whoa! Holy crap! He's got a Pikachu hat! Oh, yes! I've got to have that hat. I've got to have that hat. Neat. Pikachu! Pika! Oh, yes! I've got a Pikachu hat! Oh, I'm going to put this on. Where is it? Get rid of this winter hat. Because it's getting warm outside, actually. Where is it? Halo boy. That was it! Whoa! Now, have I equipped that? No, not yet. Let's go back. Oh, yeah, I'm done. Oh, look at this. Let's check this out. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, look at Pikachu. That's great. Oh, that's so good. Right, okay. So the copper is smelting. I'll go and grab some wood, lickety-split, to make some pressure pads. Lovely chicken. Okay, now I better get back to the smeltery. Oh, but there's some rude dudes outside. Okay, I've got the wooden pressure plates now, so I'll just plonk these down. Okay, and now this should close the doors behind me so that I don't have any more accidents. But I've got to take out this spider first. Here we go. Oh, yeah. And this zombie. Oh, plunger hat. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, look at all that bronze. Right, so I'm going to pour out the bronze into these casts. But before I do, I'm going to put my leftover patterns in the pattern chest. There we go. Don't need these anymore. And now I'll probably make a chest here as well for the plates and the created parts, like a parts chest. You could probably make a parts chest. It probably already exists, but I'm just going to make a manual one for the sake of it. Okay, there we go. And in go the parts. Bim, bam, bomb. And I'm also going to put Loki in here. And I'm going to put the rest of my seared blocks. Right, so let's put the plates in here and get smelting a bronze hammer. Now, it was mentioned that I should make the tool rod out of slime, but I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. So for the time being, I'm going to make a purely bronze hammer. Just for expedience's sake. Now, let's see. I'll put the bronze at the bottom, like that. Now, I'll right-click the faucet, and this should create a bronze hammer. There we go. Oh, man, that doesn't look like bronze. That looks like... Ew. That looks like... Ew. Okay, it's not creating a hammerhead. Did I double-click? I double-clicked, that's why. Okay, so a bronze hammerhead. Fantastic. Oh, yeah. And bronze plates. Now, this takes a lot of metal to make the plates. As you can see here, I've got 35 ingots in there at the moment. But as it's dripping out, we're losing ingots. There we go, bronze plate. Now we'll need another bronze plate. So we'll just drip you again. That does not look like bronze. That looks like sewage. That's disgusting. Ew. I don't want to make a hammer out of poo. A poo hammer. In fact, we should probably call this the poop hammer. Because it looks like it's been made from poop. Okay, I'm going to put the tough tool rod in here. Last step of the journey. Let's make the hammer. Let's finish the job. Finish the fight. Blam. Oh, yeah, we've got a bronze hammer. Now, we've got to put this together in the tool station, the tool forge. Now, I know there are more efficient ways. I should be using different materials to make my rods and things. But for expedience's sake, I'm just using bronze for everything because it's not that different, really. And it's only a stepping stone onto my next tool, so I don't care too much. Now, we're going to call this guy Odin. No, actually, we're going to call him the poop hammer. That's right. The poop hammer. Yeah, because it looks like poop. There we go. Poop hammer reinforced. Right, now, also, we can add extra properties to this hammer by putting it inside... Where do you put it? I think you just put it in the tool station. That's right. Or the tool forge. So what we're going to do is we're going to add redstone to this to make it bash even quicker. There it is. There's the redstone. Just the ticket. Right, now to add this to a weapon, to add this to a tool, I need to turn it into redstone blocks, which means doing this and creating blocks of redstone. There we go. And that's used a lot of redstone, but redstone's super useful, and having a tool that bashes super quick is really cool. So what you do is you put the hammer here, and you put the redstone here, and what this does is it gives it redstone, 9 of 50, and it gives it haste, so it digs quicker. And now we put the hammer back in, and we do it again. And we put the hammer back in, and we do it again. And you can keep upgrading like this until you run out of upgrade slots. As you can see here, 36 of 50. So we do it one more time. And how many more can we do? One more. And now it is fully upgraded. We can't add it again. It won't let us add more redstone to it. But now this should be a super fast bronze hammer. So can we put the plate patterns inside the pattern chest? Yes, we can. Great stuff. Can't put the blank patterns in, but we can put the blank patterns in the stencil table. So now we've got our hammer. Let's just deposit some of our more valuable materials, like the blocks of copper and the redstone blocks. And now we've got to go down into the mines to try and get some obsidian so we can get to the nether to get the next stage of tools. Let's check the mighty smelting book to see what the next alloy is. Right, so the next, we need bronze to mine cobalt and ardite. Or do we? No, that's right. We need bronze to mine obsidian. We've got aluminum, we've got iron, but what we don't have is obsidian. Now, what we need obsidian for is A, the alloy there, but B, we also need it to get into the nether to get the next step. Okay, so we're down here at level 15, 16. Now I'm just going to dig with the hammer to the side. I'm just going to clear this out so we can see where we're going. And see what we come up to. See what we come up against. Oh, what's this already? We found some valuable ores. Nice. Right, now let's give the poop hammer a try. Now you've seen the stone hammer, but let's see how quickly the bronze hammer mines. Oh yeah, this is much quicker. Now the moment of truth. Can we get obsidian with the hammer? Let's try it. That's taking a long time. Oh, that's the wrong hammer. That's the wrong hammer. Okay, the poop hammer. It's taking a long time to dig it. I can't see any cracks. I don't think we can get obsidian with this thing. I don't see a single crack. Damn, I'm going to need to make a diamond pick. But don't worry, I did bring some wood, didn't I? Did I bring some wood? No, I didn't. Okay, well, I'm going to turn the diamonds that I got into a pick and come back down to the shaft. Oh, but again, I'm running low on hunger, so I'm going to eat some zombie brains before I get totally starving. There we go, and it's daytime, so don't need to worry too much about creepy crawlies up top side. Right, so let's plonk this obsidian back in the chest. So let's look into the turbines, like I said, before we stop the episode. We'll come back next episode and go straight into building the turbines. So turbines. Right, so the mechanism turbines, to make these, we need osmium. Oh no, where do we get osmium from? Enriched alloy, energy tablet, and a basic circuit. So for a basic circuit, we need osmium and enriched alloys. How do you make osmium? Now you smelt enriched iron to make enriched alloy. Okay, and enriched iron is just iron and redstone. Right, so in goes the osmium. Lovely stuff. Oh, what's going on here? Why isn't the osmium ore? Why isn't that smelting? Oh, weird. Do you think maybe, because osmium isn't part of the mod pack, I think maybe you can't actually smelt it. I don't think it's compatible with Tinker's. Well, okay, we'll get the furnaces from our house to start smelting the osmium. But before we do that, we're going to end the episode. Next episode, we're definitely going to try and build some wind turbines. So, oh yeah, Pikachu! Let's come back next episode and make some wind turbines as soon as we can get all of our osmium smelted. So I've been Sjin, and this has been Sjintech Space Rescue. Hit like and favorite and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time when we can start focusing on some more power objectives. We've gotten our bronze pick, the poop hammer, and we know how to get down the alloys chain, but we're gonna flag behind unless we can start making some power. So until next time, guys, take care.